Morning, mate. Week 104. So, 20th of April, you'll get this 21st of April. Wins of the week, it's probably going to be the same as everybody is just getting back in the gym and not risking death. Because obviously training at home, it's not just the equipment, it's like building stuff and there's not the same stability and all of that. So yeah, just being able to get back in the gym, and it hasn't been too busy. I've also been able to sort of shuffle a few things around at work so that I can go at rather than go at sort of 7 when it's really busy, I can go at 8, which is great. So yeah, so really, really good. In terms of training week, I've done every day once and I've just done pull, so I've done pull twice. Really, really good. Progressed on RDLs today. In fact, progressed on everything. No rubbish sessions, no niggles, no injuries. Really enjoying it. Got a couple of questions, a couple of bits to tell you and then a couple of questions. So what did I put? On upper, I had to swap the pec deck for seated cable. So it's not the widest cable, but it's not a narrow cable. So I just did like seated cable flies, which actually felt really nice because the pec deck was being used. This morning, couldn't do face pulls, and I couldn't do face pulls last week either. So I did reverse pec deck, so at least I could compare like for like. Adductor this morning is my first exercise, but all of the cables were being used. It wasn't busy, but everyone was on cables. So I just cracked on and did it at the end rather than wait. But my adductors have got massive DOMs from Sunday. So on Sunday, I actually used the adductor machine at the workout mill, and obviously it trains them harder than cables. So still had DOMs, but yeah, so a few things I've swapped around. A question. So on my pull day, so today I've got cable, bicep, curl, and I was using 2D handles. So I did that last week and I did it this week. But on my upper, it's single arm D handle cable. So am I supposed to be? Is it okay for me just to do 2 double D handles? Double D, huh? On my pull day and then single, or did you want me to use a bar or something different on pull day? And the only other thing is there's probably time if you needed to put in another exercise at the workout mill on Sunday. So I did my legs and posed and abs, and I was still done in less than an hour. And now I've got the 24-hour membership. I can go when it's quiet, and also it's not like any time where you only have an hour. I mean, I don't have an hour at any time. I use a bit more than that, but I don't want to take the piss because I'd notice if I was there for ages. But at the workout mill, I can put something else in. So I'm quite happy to put another exercise in if we needed to, especially because there's some good equipment over there. Obviously we've got that squat machine, leg press, etc. But anyway, I'll leave that up to you, but there is time if I need to. Expenditure, pretty much bang on. I went over one day quite a lot because I had to do some running around for my stepmum. I won't go into detail, but yeah, I had to go to the shop about 5 times. But what I did was I then dropped my steps on Monday to compensate. So I'm still really mindful of that. I'm being really disciplined with it. So most of the time I'm in that sweet spot. Nutrition, yeah, bang on within a gram each day. Haven't eaten out, had no alcohol, no issues with adherence. And like I've said to you, it's very unlikely that I will, even when it gets really, really hard. Obviously I've prepped before and I know that's something that I am a box ticker. It's really important to me. All I was going to say was if and when we drop calories, if there's a choice, I'd rather drop fats than carbs, because I actually find it hard to hit fats. I end up so like with bagels, for instance, let's say I'm having bagel and jam, I wouldn't normally put butter on, but I'm actually putting butter on to try and get my fats up. I'm using a little bit more sesame oil when I'm doing like prawns and rice or something like that, just to get my fats up. And that's even having salmon, steak, 5% mince, avocado, dark chocolate, peanut butter. I still struggle to get my fats up. So if and when we do drop calories, if they can come from fats, that would be better. But as always, I'm happy to do exactly what you tell me. Stimulants, same with coffee, so 2 coffees a day with coconut milk, just having a pre-workout before I train, because I train fasted, so I've obviously cyclic dextrin and EAAs, and it's working really well for me, because then I have a big bowl of cream of rice when I get back. No issue with digestion. Appearance, yeah, feeling really good, posing in the gym every day. I'm recording it sometimes, taking photos, and then obviously doing my photos for you on a Monday. It's quite frustrating actually, because I feel that I look better when I pose in the gym, and I guess the lighting's more favourable. I've probably got a bit of a pump on, I've got some fluids in me, and I'm doing that thing where I keep looking at my legs and I'm like, well, they are lacking, but what can we do? There's nothing we can do, so I need to concentrate and stop worrying about it so much. I have trained them so hard for years, particularly since I've been with you. Unfortunately, I'm blessed with really long legs, and both of my parents were slim. Both decent width shoulders, but very, very slim. Didn't carry a lot of muscle. My dad was pretty light, and my mum was amazing when she was young. Like, she had an amazing figure. So I need to stop. I need to stop looking at my legs, and especially on my side poses, because I'm going to have to almost concede defeat there, do everything I can, but look at the bits of me that are strong. General mood and energy has been good on the whole. I've had a couple of sunbeds as well. Yeah. I'm going to go back to my old sunbed shop, because I've been using a different one in a different part of town, and it's interesting. I had to keep my mouth shut the other day. This guy came in with a bit of makeup on and some heels, and it was fine. And these fucking absolute arseholes laughing at him. I was absolutely raging, and you should have seen the state of them. And they're from a gypsy community, so they're already marginalised, they're already discriminated against, and they started. I was absolutely fucking livid, and that's the kind of people you get in there, unfortunately. So I'm going to change back to the sunbed place in the posh end of town. Sounds really bad, but so I'm getting a bit of colour. General mood and energy, been good. My stepmom's been high maintenance, but there's a few of us to deal with that, so it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. We've got social services are helping us, she's got carers and stuff, but it's just low level. It takes a lot of mental stuff. Sleep's been really good. Had a couple of what I'd say were bad nights, but in the old days they would be good nights. So yeah, sleep's been great. And what I've actually found is there's a podcast, I can't remember what it's called, it's about sleep, and the woman is a sleep coach, and it is literally me. So that my sleep hygiene's great. All of the external factors I've always done. So in terms of getting the right hormones in place, ready for sleep and all of that, and having a structure, having a routine has worked really well. And what she says about in this podcast is that all works, it's great, she said, but there are some people who you still can't switch your minds off. And some of the things she said, it was literally me. She said, you've done all that, so the hormones are in place, she said, but you're just the way your mind works. So she's got a free sleep course. Obviously it's a gateway to then trying to use her coaching services, which I don't need. But it was literally me. So I'm gonna have a look at that, see what it is. Because everything else is in place, and I think that's where my frustration comes from, because I've worked so hard on my sleep and I still have the odd bad night, although obviously they're becoming less frequent. No questions except for the ones that I've already asked. So that's it. All right, I will catch up with you soon. Look forward to your feedback, and have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye, mate.